What's going on, guys? Mark from MT Finish Mobile Detailing, back with another video. And today it's hot outside and the summer is here. I just want to show you guys how to avoid water spots when washing your car. Now let's get to the video. Alright guys, so step number one is to clean the wheels. Reason being, you don't want to have to wash down the vehicle, foam it down, rinse it down, and then dry it off and then hit the wheels because you might have overspray. So I would recommend hitting the wheels first. So we got these wheels right here. First thing we're going to do is rinse them down. Reason why we rinse them down, to remove any contaminants or brake dust, loose brake dust in the wheel. And now we're going to hit wheel cleaner. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of wheel cleaner you do use. This one's 3D Wheel Clean. We just barely started using it. This is the only thing that was in stock. So drop it down in the comments below if you ever use this product, or drop your favorite wheel cleaner below. So make sure to spray on the top as well. Sometimes you don't hit it or it dries out. Another tip too, we put 2 ounces of soap in the bucket to help with lubrication. We're going to do our easy wheel brush. We're going to be agitating the wheel. The soap helps out a lot, keep it slippery and lubricate it, and also just help the product not dry out. Now we're going to get our face wheel brush, agitate the face of the wheel. Now we're going to get our lug nut brush, hit the lug nuts. Now hit the face inside, just to double check. Next thing we're gonna do is hit the tire. Let me get my wheel willy again. Try to get as much as I can in the wheel well. Now we're gonna rinse it down. Alright guys, so after we finish rinsing out the wheels, the second thing we're going to do is pre-rinse the vehicle. Reason being, it's hot outside. The foam is going to be drying faster than usual just because of the temperature. So right now we're going to be using DIY Rinseless Wash V2. And I got it in my foam cannon. The reason being, I don't want to put it in a hand pump sprayer. I want to save as much time as I can to be efficient. So right now, I'm going to be foaming down the vehicle using this product. So as you see right now, what's happening is the rinseless wash is encapsulated in the dirt and removing any contaminants on the surface of the vehicle. This is the reason why you want to use this product right here. So if you have a new car that has new paint and you don't want any swirls, this will be a key factor using the rinseless wash for pre-treatment. So right now, as you see, a lot of beads are going on the exterior of the vehicle. It's pulling down the dirt and debris on the surface. And the cool thing about this product, it's not going to leave any streaking or any staining. It's just going to encapsulate the dirt. You can have it outside as long as you want. As long as you rinse it down, you'd be solid. So right now, as you see, it's ready to go. Everything's beating up. And the cool thing about this product, it has surfactants inside of it. So it's going to be kind of breaking down the bugs and the debris in the front of the grill. Usually when people in the summertime in this area in California, there's a lot of bugs and stuff. So they tend to go fast. So there's a lot of bugs that are sitting on the surface, so it's going to help soften those bugs. So usually what I do is spray a little bit more than usual. And we can let it sit for honestly a minute to 30 seconds, ideally, just to make sure everything is gone. And then when we do that, we're going to rinse down the vehicle to make sure the exterior is complete. So the next thing, you have 2 options. You could also go with the rinseless wash, foam down the vehicle again with your ONR or your rinseless wash. You could foam it and then start hitting it with your sponge, or the other option is to hit it with the pH neutral soap. You don't want to use any other soaps that have degreasers or heavy cleaners inside of it, because remember, you're fighting against the elements, which is the sun. So with that being said, the products are going to tend to dry faster than usual. So another key thing as well, like when you're done rinsing out the vehicle, you're done, you don't want to put a wet coat on it or anything like SiO2 based that spray and rinse off, because it's hot, it's gonna have high spots, and you're gonna be fighting it. So I would recommend just using like a ceramic detailing spray like ceramic gloss or detailer technician's choice, the ceramic spray as well, to help with any of the streaking or anything like that, so you don't have any high spots. So right now we're going to be picking the regular pH neutral soap. We're going to spray it down and show you guys how we agitate the vehicle. So we're going to picking the regular generic soap. We're using pink car soap. It's just a generic soap, just pH neutral. It just helps to get the film off the vehicle. Nothing extravagant about it. There's another soaps out there like Incredible Suds or Gentle Snow Foam that are more premium soaps, but the idea is to keep efficient and also profitable, so we're going to be using just a regular generic car soap. But drop it down in the comments below what soap you guys use and what's going to be the best bang for your buck. I'd like to hear you guys' opinions in the comments down below. So like I said, you could have the two options where you're going to do rinseless wash, which I would honestly, it just depends on your guys' preference and what you guys want to do. When I first started using rinseless wash, I wasn't a big fan of it just because I didn't understand the technology. But right now we're just gonna be going with the general pink car soap right here. So we put 2 ounces in our NJJC foam cannon. I would recommend this foam cannon. I'll leave it down in the description down below. This is the best foam cannon you can buy. I know V3 came out, but there was little problems here and there. But I definitely want you guys to check this one out. I will leave it down in the description down below. And yeah, other than that, it produces great foam. Now we're gonna do our contact wash. All right guys, so we got the whole vehicle foamed down. If it was a bigger car, I would foam half of the vehicle and then agitate it, then rinse it off, then do the other half. Usually we have like a client that has a big Ram truck, and usually what I do half of the vehicle and then the other half, just so it helps with the product drying. But this is a smaller car, so it's gonna be more easier and faster. So we got 2 ounces in our bucket, just with the pink car soap, and our wash mitts right here. Usually you wanna start from top to bottom, and you wanna work fast. So you wanna start from top to bottom, because remember, you're fighting against the heat. But the cool thing about this is that it's pH neutral, so you're not gonna have any staining or anything like that. Like I said, if you had like another product from say Coach Kimmy or anything like that that has like the cleaners inside of it, then I will be worried about it. But right now it's just for that contact wash. So we're flipping the mitt, working from top to bottom. I have grid guards in the bucket right there, so we move around in the grid guard and we keep rolling. So working a little bit faster than usual. So another thing as well, make sure you guys do some research. If you guys don't have deionized water, we use deionized water for our mobile detailing business because we're in California. A lot of detailing companies that provide spot-free water. But if you guys don't have that, you can always look into soaps that have water softeners in it, or you gotta work in a shaded area. But if you guys don't, I would recommend doing ONR or rinseless wash, and then just using the same steps that we used earlier to help you guys cut down on debris and start agitating it. Then you could wipe it down and be ready to go. So right now it's around like 85 degrees ideally. Not too hot. I know some people in Arizona will foam down the vehicle and then it'll so dry in like less than a minute. But California has great weather, but in the summertime, sometimes it could be going up to like 110. But drop it down in the comments below. What's the hottest you guys worked in? I think ours was around like 110 to 112 degrees. Yeah, drop it down below. Now we're agitating it, getting the bumper. Another thing too, you can always just use like a bug off on the exterior of the vehicle too to help with the bugs. To pre-treat it, then you can rinse it off. but just be careful. Some bug cleaners out there, I remember I used like a P&S bug cleaner. It was like I would say around 95 degrees, and it has some staining just because it's so hot that I had to come through with just like a polish and hit it by hand just to remove it off the windshield and remove it off the paint. Nothing too scary, but once you keep detailing, you get some experience, you know how to work in these scenarios or these kind of issues you come across. So now flip it over my mitt. Already almost done. It's been a couple minutes. So as you see, the vehicle on this side is already almost dried off. So just got to be quick and efficient. But if it's really hot outside, just work by, honestly, you could even do half of the vehicle and then the other half, or you could just do panel by panel. That's another thing as well. I seen somebody that I used to work with in the beginning of the time, when I was detailing, he used to hit the panel, rinse it off, hit the panel, rinse it off. But I feel like for me, it's not as gonna be efficient. This is gonna take a little longer to do. So. Cool. Getting all dialed in. Now it's time to wash it. I just want to show you guys, it dried on this side. So it's drying right now. So if you see the streaking, so if you did have like an all-purpose cleaner in your soap or something like that, it could cause staining. So that's the reason why you want to work fast and efficient. So we're going to rinse down the vehicle and show you guys how to prevent water spots. Start from top to bottom. All right guys, so we just finished rinsing out the vehicle. Next step is to dry off the vehicle. So we're gonna be using the Eagle blower to speed up the process so we don't have any drip marks or anything like that. So let's get to it. All right guys, so we finished drying off the car pretty fast using the Eagle blower. So we have a little bit of drip marks here and there. So what we're gonna be doing is using our drying towel, and we can spray a little bit of the detailing spray on the drying towel to help with like a drying aid. This is gonna be the Detailer's Technician Ceramic Choice. You're kind of doing 2 for 1, helping drying out, making the paint slick. So the Detailer's Technician is diluted 50-50, just because that's a perfect blend, I feel like, for us, because in the hot summertime, we'll be fighting against streaks. When it's really hot, we'll spray it on the black panel and then just have a lot of high spots. So we figured out 50-50 is the best dilution ratio for us. But drop it down in the comments below if you guys dilute this product, or do you guys use it straight? So we're drying it off. Working fast. So as you see, we're using that drying aid, like a detailing spray, just so to get rid of any water spots on the surface of the vehicle. And we're done drying out the vehicle pretty fast. You can use just the drying towel, but I feel like it's just gonna be a little bit more time because you're gonna fight against the drip marks, trying to dry off the tires and the wheels. So if you guys have a blower, I would recommend using it for your drying process. But other than that, ideally, this is how we wash the vehicle, using DI water for no water spots. But if you guys don't have DI water, check into soaps that do have water spots softeners in it. So I know like Adams has one, 3D has one as well. So just do some research on what products would be good for you. And then also like just a drying aid and the drying process. That's the most things that you got to look into, like the key factors for removing, or not removing, helping not to get water spots on the exterior of the vehicle. And yeah, man, so we're going to show you guys what we use for protection, and then show you guys what we use for the wheels, and then we'll be wrapping up the video. So we're going to be showing you what we use. We use ceramic gloss from DIY, This product, actually, I've been seeing how it performs in the long term, and actually this one, it beads a lot. I didn't think that this product would do a lot of beading, but I'm actually surprised about this product right here. So we're gonna be spraying it a little bit on the surface and just go over the exterior lightly. And you would want to protect the vehicle as much as you can because it's summer, the bugs, the heat. So this one right here is going to help you kind of just protect the paint. And then as you see when we're washing the vehicle, it was beading efficiently and just beading a lot. So this is what was on the exterior of the paint. So it kind of helps you out when you dry the vehicle off as well. You don't have to go crazy. You can do 1 spritz per panel. So this product it smells like grapes. Really great product. So this is just expecting the paint, making sure you hit everything, getting all those drip marks. If you have any. And it's ready to protect it. Now the next step is just to hit the wheels. All right guys, now we're gonna be hitting the wheel. We're gonna spray a little bit on the surface. We're running low on this product. This product is decked out, diluted 1-to-1. Now we're gonna be applying the tire shine. The reason why I like this tire shine is water-based. There's 2 products I do like, the DIY one, and then also this one, but this one I feel like this is more economical. You can make 2 gallons, so it's like you're paying $50 a gallon with this product right here. So this is gonna be our tire shine. Now we're going to be hitting this wheel right here. And drop it down in the comments below, guys. What tire shine do you guys recommend? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. I know decked out's a little bit expensive, $100 a gallon. So if you guys have a solid alternative, drop it down in the comments below. All right, guys, lastly, how to clean glass in the sun. It's a challenge. This is the best glass cleaner I found for my mobile detailing business is Sunshine from Shine Supply, diluted 4-to-1. Perfect glass cleaner to use. Never had any issues in the inside, never had any issues with streaking. So I highly recommend this product for any detail out there. Previously, I was using P&S True View, and I was kind of fighting the clarity and couldn't get it dialed in. So I went back to this one here. It's $38 a gallon. Highly recommend this product. So ideally what I do is just like to mist the product, work it in, flip it over, and you're already all dialed in. So something fast and easy to use. Been using this window cleaner for a long time. It's so easy to use. So I don't know what kind of window cleaning you guys use. Drop down in the comments below. Solid. Hit the windshield. A lot of you guys fight the windshield. But once you have a product dialed in, stick to it. All right, guys, now wrapping up the vehicle. We showed you guys how to wash a car in direct sunlight and the products we use. The key factors is to use DI water, soap that has water softener in it, how to dry off the car, your drying aid, and just work section by section or half of the vehicle at a time. Keep the temperature cool on the panels. And other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and see you guys on the next one.